Hey Sagittarius, hello and welcome to your weekly reading. I'm Stevie, this is Spiritually by Stevie, and if you are Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus or North Node, there could be something in this reading for you. This is a weekly reading, so it's valid from today, which is November the 22nd, all the way through till next week, which takes us to the 29th. I saw the There Is Something Better card 3 times during the pre-shuffle. So if it comes out, it comes out. But take from that whatever you need to. I just want a couple more cards, please. And then we'll jump straight into your reading. Just one more for Sagittarius. Thank you. On the bottom of the deck, Saggy, we have You're Ready. So I do feel like you're maybe ready to take some action towards something that is a little bit better. Sagittarius, there's something around you at the moment that you're needing to compromise on. You're needing to be really assertive and believe and trust that success is something that is your birthright. It's not something that's elusive. There's maybe a sense that you feel like you could do better or you could be better surrounding this at the moment. But I do feel like this compromise is needed to bring some stuff into your physical reality into a much better balance at the moment. So let's get you some wisdom of the oracle cards and we'll see what else you need to know. My guides are playing the song The Key, The Secret by Urban Cookie Collective, which is kind of funny because there's a key. It looks like a mask, but I'm taking it as a key. I'm not quite sure why, but there's something that you're unlocking at the moment, and I feel like your imagination is holding the key to that at the moment. You're really being urged to think bigger at the moment. There is some kind of energetic leg up happening in the background. I do feel like this is divinely guided, but you're going to have to stay true to yourself, Sagittarius, especially with the Loyal Heart card being here. Yeah, we've got the To Be Fair card. There's 2 cards here of balance. Look, they both have scales. You may be dealing with somebody that's a Libra, or you may just be lacking balance in your life in general at the moment. And that is blocking your happiness with this card coming out in reverse. I don't often take these cards in reverse, but when I'm told to, then that's exactly what I do. And I feel like your attitude at the moment, Sagittarius, is standing in the way of you and whatever it is that you're ready to move towards. You've got to find that balance. And is it a balance between your light side and your dark side? Sagittarius, let me let you in on a little bit of a trick. Balance is where it's at. If you're completely in your light-hearted energy, then you're not really being 100% true to yourself. Everybody has a light side, everybody has a dark side. It's how you integrate that shit together that is really important. And I do feel like integrating your light side and your dark side to make this compromise this week is going to be something that's very lucrative for you. So let's get some tarot and we'll see what else you need to know for Sagittarius for the week ahead, please. Oh, Sagittarius, your emotions and your heart space might be a little bit out of balance with what your head is telling you to do at the moment. You're really being asked to feel your feelings, especially with the King and the Queen of Cups being here. But there's a sense that if you feel these feelings, there's going to be some kind of disaster. Oh, Sagittarius, I'm not quite sure that that's the case. There is definitely some healing here that needs to be done. Whatever this is, the disaster can be averted. It for sure can be averted, but you're just going to need to express yourself just a little bit more. My guides are telling me you get back what you put out, Sagittarius, and if you're not putting your 100% of yourself out there, then it's going to feel like it's difficult. There's definitely some internal conflict happening inside you this week, and until you get past that, you're not going to be able to move forward into this awesome, passionate energy. You're going to have to cut some shit out. And I do feel like it's internal shit, not external shit. There's something inside you that really needs healing. This feels like a very deep childhood wound or some kind of trauma. Maybe it doesn't belong to you in this life. Maybe it's something that you're transmuting that's come from a past life. But there's definitely something here that you're actively learning. Maybe you're learning how to not block off the emotional side of you at the moment, Sagittarius. That's definitely what this feels like. And the more those feelings and those emotions are bubbling up to the surface, with the Five of Swords being on the bottom of the deck, the more you're being conflicted. Hilarious. The card underneath that is Justice. Sag, find some fucking balance. It really is that simple. I'm not sure why you're shying away from this, but you're definitely blocking yourself off from something that could be really rather awesome. Let's get some of these angels and ancestors cards and we'll see what else you need to know. With the High Priestess being the first card out of this deck, I do feel like Sagittarius, you know what it is that you're needing to do, but there's a sense of you not wanting to move towards this. You've got to change your perspective. You're looking at this from completely the wrong angle. No wonder you're feeling conflicted. You're really needing to stay grounded at the moment, because I feel like this internal conflict's got you feeling like you're a bit up in the air. There's some kind of instability attached to this, and I do feel like it's the fact that you're not dealing with your emotions at the moment that are causing that is causing this. There's a sense that because you're not feeling your emotions, your passions for what you're trying to move forward into cannot be ignited. This might be some kind of long journey that you've been on, maybe a spiritual journey perhaps, but it seems like it's got you all in your feelings and you're not expressing yourself enough. You really need to take a long, hard look at yourself and just let your guard down just a little bit. Like with the Elder card being on the bottom of the deck, you literally are moving past ancestral patterns at the moment, and that is really difficult. You need to let your guard down a little bit. And the card underneath the Elder card from the bottom of the deck was the Water Guardian. It literally says connect with your emotions. Sagittarius, you couldn't even make this shit up. You really can't. You're going to have to connect with yourself in a very deep way this week. And there's a sense of you being like a petulant child and being like, no, I don't want to. I'm not listening to what my guides in the universe are telling me. And because you're not accepting that help from the universe, you're putting yourself in this, I want to say misery guts kind of mindset where you're not open to receive the gifts that are coming towards you. Sagittarius, what the fuck have you got going on this week? It feels like, did the full moon with the partial eclipse on Friday do you over just a little bit? Because that's what this feels like. There is a definite sense of like I'm drowning in this, and I really don't want to deal with this right now, or I can't deal with this right now. And that's really what you're being urged to look at. The more you connect with your emotions, the more you're connecting with your higher self and your inner child. And the more you do that, the more you're going to be able to dive a little bit deeper inside yourself and find out whatever it is that lights you up. Because at the moment, Sagittarius, let's face it, you're not in the greatest kind of light-hearted energy. There's just a sense that it's all a little bit much, and you're trying to avoid some kind of disaster by not expressing yourself. But all you're doing by holding that in and not being authentic is making a potential disaster that could be avoided be even worse. It's going to be even bigger until you stop being so guarded and you get back into balance with yourself. I'm going to finish with an affirmator card for you, Sagittarius, because I do feel like this week you fucking need it. So let's get some advice for Sagittarius for the week ahead, please. Positive thinking, Sagittarius, and you really need to stay in that higher vibrational, positive kind of mindset. This card literally says, in the garden of my mind, I water the good thoughts and weed out the bad ones. I throw in forgiveness and empathy seeds by the handful if I want, and I take the lawnmower to that jealousy and resentment patch. I'm a pretty badass mind gardener. And that's what you need to be this week. You need to weed out those negative thoughts that are holding you back, that ego-based vibration that you seem to be in at the moment where you're not really willing to express yourself. Sag, you get back what you put out, and at the moment you're not putting the right kind of things out into the world, so the universe can't give you back the things that you're wanting. What you feel is fruitless is not. You're needing to look at it from a different perspective so that you set your own soul back on fire again. And I do feel like the only way that you're going to do this is by having a fucking word with yourself. Sit down, Sagittarius. If you're finding it difficult to vocalize your emotions at the moment, do something else. There are other ways than speaking about your emotions. You can write them down. You could be creative, paint a picture, create a comic strip, anything. As long as it gets it off your chest and you're putting it out there. Doesn't mean that you need to go and sit and talk to a counselor. However, if verbalizing and expressing your emotions is something that is difficult for you, maybe you need to seek some kind of help and assistance in that area just to help get something off your chest. Sagittarius, if you're a regular of mine, you will know all about my fuck technique. If you are not, then this is going to be something that's very beneficial for you. Take your socks and your shoes off, Sagittarius, go outside, stand barefoot on the grass, the concrete, the mud, anywhere, it really doesn't matter. Scream fuck at the top of your voice. Yes, that is my professional coaching opinion. I advise people to do that because not only is fuck a super expressive word, but if you can go outside and you can shout fuck at the top of your voice and really not give a shit about what anybody else is thinking about that, then if you do that consistently, you're going to be able to get the shit off your chest that you're needing to express. And I do feel like that is going to be an absolutely awesome place for you to start this week. Good luck with whatever this is that you're going through at the moment, Sag. Stay positive. Make sure that you're getting that shit off your chest because it's better out than it is sitting bottled up inside you. If you leave things bottled up inside you, then eventually there will be some kind of massive emotional outburst or explosion. And I do feel like that's what you're trying to avoid. And the only way to avoid that is getting it off your chest, otherwise it's just going to come out. You know, like when you put Mentos in a bottle of Coke and it explodes everywhere, that's going to be the end result if you don't kind of like rein it in and talk about it to somebody. So I really hope that that was helpful for you. It feels like you're in for a bit of a bumpy ride this week, Sagittarius, so good luck with that. I'll be back same time, same place next week with another weekly reading. In the meantime, if you'd like to book a reading, healing or coaching session, or even join my VIE club or my brand new 30-day course that starts on the 3rd of January called Becoming Unfuckwithable, all the links and the information that you need are down in the description box below. If you are interested in booking a space on my course, if you use the code EARLYBIRD with worms, you will grab yourself £149 off the sign up price. Limited availability for those discount codes, so make sure that you're fast, otherwise you're going to be last. Take care, you guys. I love you loads. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.